The name of the game is Ball Buster. It's a family game, fun for children. And for adults, it's exciting. You make strategic offensive and defensive moves. Then try to bust your opponent's balls. It's as easy as checkers. But exacting like pool. You're a ball buster. Ball Buster, a great new game from Mego.
It's just my head's large. There's a weird thing in the way. Welcome to lunch therapy. Everything is.
What do you have the thing like in the middle of your face, like I do?
Yeah, I do.
What is that?
Good, isn't it? No idea, but I love it. Oh, look at this. This is crazy too.
Comments. I'm liking this.
I'm tripping on lunch therapy. Lunch therapy is your natural tripping device. Come here to lunch therapy and you just start to hallucinate.
No drugs needed. No drugs.
No drugs. This is a drug-free zone. New comments will be displayed here. Oh, this is great. That was fun.
So far we have no comments. They're not even. Oh, look at this.
Oh, this is great. Well, so much for that. That was going to be, that was an experimental hallucinogen there. And it worked. I mean, it really worked. I started to think that I was tripping out, right? Did you?
Yeah, I was tripping. I was going, what the hell's going on with Joel now?
It was crazy. They had that thing in the way, and then my face was really big, and then it said comments. And that was fun. Remember that when we did that?
Yes, it was. And, I never question your ability to do this.
Oh, you don't? Well.
I don't ever.
I don't question my ability, but sometimes Boney, he really, my assistant Boney, sometimes he really scares me. But he is a skeleton, so skeletons sometimes can be scary.
I think he is scary. And I think in these monkeys, I think they're kind of scary.
They're kind of scary too, aren't they?
They are.
This show is really messed up so far. It's so...
I know. I'm kind of starting to get itchy.
Let's breathe. Let's get into the breathing.
Okay.
Oh, look, we're there too in the breathing.
Oh, is that Genielle still?
That's Genielle.
I love that.
In his true form. Tripping on the beach.
Tripping on the beach.
Let's listen to what these guys have to say, because these guys can usually ground us.
They do.
Healing vibrations. Spiritual guide. The process of clearing negative energy, emotions, or patterns to restore balance, clarity, and connection to one's higher self. This is what I'm doing lately. This is what I'm doing.
This is your new thought process?
This is my new thought process. Take a deep breath in, clearing your energetic field. Well, let's do it. Hold it. Let it go. Let it all the way out. All the air. And then bring it back in.
Oh, Joel, can you see my crepey skin? My crepey skin is falling.
Nice. Let it go. I saw an ad the other day on television for crepe erase.
I know.
Have you seen it?
It does not work. You have to go literally have it removed. So I'm just going to be crepey.
Now bring your awareness to a warm, glowing light above you. Okay.
So I got to let go of crepe. Okay.
Imagine this light gently lowering, beginning to move through your body. I'm feeling that. Are you feeling it?
I feel it.
That feels good. Breathe in this pure, calming light. Exhale fully, letting go of what no longer serves you. You should be starting to feel negativity replaced by positivity, clarity, and connection.
I do.
Stay here as long as you need.
Well, we can't really, but yeah, we get it.
Stay here in lunch therapy as long as you need.
Yeah.
Return to this space anytime you seek balance and clarity. And that is, of course, Healing Vibrations YouTube channel. Healing Vibrations. That's one of the things that I was thinking about. Somebody was talking on our show about neural pathways.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, we create neural pathways when we learn new things. And then those pathways, you know, as we learn something, like if we learn to play a piece on the piano, we create neural pathways that tell our fingers what to do so that we don't even have to think about it. It just goes through that pathway. Well, we do the same thing with negative thoughts, is what I'm thinking. We have negative thoughts about things, and we just go through those pathways, those negative pathways, and they just continue to circle.
Yeah.
So the hard part, or not the hard part, but the job is to create new positive neural pathways to replace these other ones so that we have continual positive thoughts or constructive thoughts. And you say, Joel, but, you know, all the terrible stuff that's going on in the world, we can't just ignore it. But sometimes if you just let it spin around in your head and create these spinning pathways, it doesn't help you.
No,
in fact,
it does not help you.
It hurts you.
You know, one thing I'm trying to work on, which maybe some people will relate to, is OCD kind of thingies. And one of my big problems are my fingernails.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be a nail biter, but more now it's just cuticles. It's just stuff. And to really try to tell myself, stop, you know, like I start and then I go, okay, no, stop. And then try to have a positive thing. You want your nails to be pretty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything is positive, even to the littlest thing, just like that, right?
Wow. That is cool. Yeah, just even the littlest thing, positive.
Yeah, because I can beat myself up terrible for that kind of behavior. You know, I'm 72. How come I still mess with my nails like that? You know what I mean? Kind of shaming.
Shaming yourself, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I saw this great thing the other day, and I was trying to find it here. But it basically said 90% of the things that we worry about never happen.
Yes. I have heard that.
And the things that we worry about usually aren't as bad as we think they're going to be.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes they are, you know, if a big life-changing thing happens, but it has to happen before you can really be in, you know, why worry when it hasn't happened?
What do they say? Worrying is wishing for bad things or something?
Yeah.
Wishing for terrible things to happen. Howard is here. 2 for Tuesday.
He is not worrying. He's got his positive potatoes.
Speaking of positive, let's take a look. Oh, here they are on the runway going somewhere. They're going somewhere. Oh, there they are.
Oh, I love them so much.
Let's see what they say. I may be a tiny potato, but I believe in you. Do your thing.
Do your thing. And I want some of that luggage. Look at that. I am so unorganized with my luggage. Look how neat he is with those
he's a professional,
a
40-year professional.
Well, I know.
So you see, there was one of those neural pathways.
Oh, and I just shamed myself.
Just shaming yourself.
Oh,
Look at him and how his luggage is so neat, and I am terrible.
And I am, okay, I'm enough of that. You know what? I packed just fine.
Let's see how he packed, though. Oh, yeah.
That's really cool.
Very efficient. Very efficient.
And see, I usually have a suitcase, and then I have a backpack, and then I have a big bag full of shit, you know.
When we go traveling, Kamala brings a giant pillow that she puts in this giant bag, and there's just a giant pillow in there. And I used to try and talk her out of it. I'm like, are you sure we need that pillow? Oh, here we go. Worrying is like praying for the things you do not want. Yes.
Oh.
Speaking of it, you know what? Today, you can win $15 in the contest if you're the soul. There's a really good contest today. Really good contest today.
Okay.
Oh, my God. You're going to love it.
I can't wait.
15 questions. Howie, did you hear about the guy who got over 140 free flights by just dressing like a flight attendant and boarding flights?
No.
I never heard that one. Kamala says it's my pillow bag.
And sit down?
What did he do?
Your pillow bag.
Well, I'll tell you.
What is that about?
One time before, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but before, all the 9/11 stuff and all. This is way back when in the 90s or something like that. My friend and I went to the airport, and we just walked onto a flight, and it was a flight going to Singapore or something.
Yes.
We just walked right on. But that doesn't happen anymore, I don't think.
Did they catch you though?
No. We finally were like,
They
we
didn't
better get back because we have to go back to college or whatever we were doing.
Really?
Yeah.
I do remember walking on a plane. You didn't go through all that check-in, and the stewardess at the door caught that I was not on the Dallas flight, but I was on the airplane.
That was when I did that, it was, it used to be you'd go to the gate and you'd meet your people when they come off the plane.
Yeah,
You don't really do that anymore. Okay, so then where else did Howard's positive potato go?
Oh.
There they are.
Where are they?
I'm feeling like it's Hawaii, maybe?
Oh my gosh. Look at them sunbathing. They're going to get dark. Oh,
Potato.
Look at Howard's life.
Yeah, potatoes don't usually hang out in the sun, do they? Because they're underground.
I hope they don't get, and we don't want them to get those little eyes,
Those little eyes. We're going to get to the contest here very soon. I just want to see about this Florida man with the flight attendant, 120.
Yes, it's a true story.
It is a true story. Of course, the page that I went to has that terrible shooter guy on it. And this is, a very positive kind of.
Did I ever tell you about?
Yeah.
When I was flying, I was in the 7th grade, and I had on a midi dress, and I had on purple mesh stockings.
Yes.
And my mesh stocking got tangled up in the man sitting next to me's suitcase. And so we couldn't get it untangled.
No.
And so he just flips out his switchblade and then cuts my mesh stocking off of his. Yeah.
Whoa.
Now who was he? Was he James Bond?
Did you get worried when he pulled out that switchblade?
Well, no, because it was okay then.
On a plane?
Yeah. I mean, I think you could come on there fully armed. You got to remember that was probably 1967.
Those are different times. You could smoke on the plane.
And he cut my purple mesh stockings, and I had a mini dress.
Hey, it was in the way.
It
was in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Florida man was arrested after posing as a fake flight attendant. Say that 3 times fast. Booking free flights for over 6 years. Press release said Tyron Alexander, 35, booked free flights on an airline's website that were exclusively available to pilots and flight attendants from 2018 to 2024. In the application, he provided details about his claimed employer, date of hire, badge numbers, stating that he had worked for 7 different airlines. He had around 30 badge numbers and dates of hire. Well, I mean, that's like Catch Me If You Can. Remember that guy?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and he was working, not just getting on the plane and sitting.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he was just, you know how you can book flights if you're a flight attendant?
Right. Yeah. And then you travel. Okay. Yeah.
They're going to be crispy potatoes. Yes. That's one good thing about hot potatoes. Okay, we went to the No Kings protest. Do you want to see some action?
Yes.
All right, let's see this thing.
I do.
Marshall recording for Lunch Therapy at the LA Anti-Kings March. I thought we got over this in 1776. We decided we didn't want kings then. It's not very loud, is it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta
There you go.
reinforce things. Indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Liberty. Now back to you.
Look at you.
We're at the protest, downtown Los Angeles. Peaceful protest to tell the federal government to get the fuck out of LA. Ice out of LA. Now back to you, Joel.
I like
Get
it.
the fuck out.
I like how she's
That
like,
didn't sound very peaceful. That didn't sound very peaceful.
yeah, well, it's not very peaceful when they come in those masks and they round people up, and so I guess.
But did you hear? Well, did you hear today that he's backing up of getting the migrant workers and all of that? Now I just read the headline.
Uh-huh.
But it sounds like he's backing away from doing that.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear too.
Yeah.
That's what I hear too. Here's what Howard says: true story, similar to Catch Me If You Can, but
But
I don't know what the but is, but.
but
Okay, we got a great contest,
But-
and I'd love it if Howard
Okay.
could be in this contest because he is such an aficionado of this kind of thing.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah. Are you getting nervous now? I mean, we have like
No,
a.
not really. I want to. Well, just one thing. I want to know what Kamala did with her $30.
Oh, I would like to know what she did with her $30 too.
Did she buy you anything?
Well, that would be absurd, wouldn't it? It's already weird. It's already weird. All right, let's get into this thing. This is the contest. It's going to be 80s song trivia. 80s song
Oh,
trivia.
I'm winning this.
Flash bombs and tear gas. That's what she got me. Flash bombs and tear gas. No. All right, contest time.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm upside down again. God, when the bat's here, everything is coordinated for the bat.
I know. He's
just-
got some power
He
there.
does have some power. Okay, 80s song trivia. Let's see. It's going in 10 seconds. Here we go.
All right, I'm ready.
People can answer in the chat room. People have a really good chance of winning today.
They really do.
If you're the sole winner, you get $15. $15. You can only play when the show is live, though. You can only play now. This band wanted you to relax, but their song made everyone do the opposite. Who were they? 1, The Cure. 2, Pet Shop Boys. 3, Madness. 4, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. All right, we've got 2 answers, and they're exactly the same so far. Are
And
you...
mine should be coming.
Oh, there's yours. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wondered if your phone was charged up today.
It is.
I should play too. No, I shouldn't play.
You should.
I can't.
It's
I
okay.
know the answers.
Oh, that's true.
I thought about. Wait a minute. I know the answers. This band wanted you to relax, but their song made everyone do the opposite. Who were they?
That's
and the
right.
answer is.
Frankie, go to Hollywood.
Are you gonna sing the song?
Relax. Go to it. Da, 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 da,
You don't know it. You don't know it.
I don't.
I couldn't believe it when I realized what the song was about. It was years later. I was like,
Oh.
Wait a
it's
minute.
It's very sexual.
it is. Which hit features the lyric, "I just died in your arms tonight," which sounds
Oh.
romantic until you realize it might be food poisoning. 1,
Or he killed her.
1, Roxette. 2, REO Speedwagon. 3, Cutting Crew. 4, Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah.
Mama J, did you say 3?
I did.
Wow. People are thinking about this one.
Oh, not me.
Everyone knows the song, right? But I mean, don't sing it.
I
Don't sing
just,
it.
oh.
Because there might be a clue. There might be a clue. Sing it afterwards.
Okay.
This is kind of like a little dance break in between the questions.
And my lovely voice, right?
It was good, though. It's good. Just because I cut you off. I was like, no!
I
Cameras-
just died in your arms tonight.
I like it.
Da-da-da-da.
Let her sing. Let her sing. I think we're pretty tied up with people
We
are doing really
oh,
well.
Man.
I just died in your arms
Your
tonight.
arms tonight.
Oh my gosh. Which group sang about being on a highway to a place you probably don't want to book a vacation?
Ooh.
1, Whitesnake. 2, Motorhead. 3, Foreigner. 4, AC/DC.
Ooh. I'm guessing on this one. I don't have a clue.
Let her sing. That's right. Let her sing. That's our motto around here. Let her sing.
She's so positive for me.
She's making bank on this show. She really is. She's profiting from this show.
Oh, Howard, come on. Howard's dropped out. Oh, good.
All right. My
Good
my
guess.
phone
All right.
just started talking to me for some reason.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, AC/DC. So AC/DC was the answer. Everybody got that. Did you get it too?
I did.
Which hit opens with a beat so catchy it's rumored to cause spontaneous dance battles at weddings? 1, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Wait, this is not right. This is not the right kind of question. 2, Hall & Oates. There's no song there. 3, Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf, I'll say. 4, Billy Ocean. What's a Billy Ocean song?
Oh.
2, Hall & Oates, Rich Girl.
Oh, I don't know this one. I'm guessing.
Why does it name the song in only one of them?
Was that a clue?
That seems like a big clue, doesn't it?
But I've never danced. I don't think I've ever heard Billie Jean at a wedding.
You
But
haven't?
I've been to a wedding for a long time.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
I
dun,
got
dun,
it,
dun.
but it didn't show up. It said
No, because you said
Z1.
Z1. I was wondering why you said that. I thought you were being like French or something. Now that you've gone to Europe.
I was being like
Z1.
My vampire.
Which singer wanted to dance with somebody, preferably someone who loves them, and also knows how to do the electric slide? I think that part's a joke. 1, Whitney Houston. 2, Samantha Fox. 3, Janet Jackson. 4, Gloria Estefan. Oh my God, this is a tight race. You know, there could just be one question that just throws everybody off, because everybody's really like heading towards the no wrong answers. Heading towards the no wrong answers. Which singer wanted to dance with somebody?
Where's our peeps today? Where's our peeps?
They are, they're going to watch it later, and they're going to be like, I could have won this.
Yeah.
I could have won this.
I want to dance with somebody. Da, da, da. I only know the first line. Does it have to
I
go?
want to feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. All right, which song features the line, who are you going to call? Who you gonna call? Hint, it's not your mom.
Who you gonna call?
Unless your house is haunted. 1, Ray Parker
Who you gonna
Jr.
call?
It says which song, but it's actually which singer sings the song. Ray Parker Jr., Madonna. 3, Huey Lewis in the News. 4, Cyndi Lauper.
Ooh. Could be me and Howard.
Oh, let's see. Howard said 1. Mama J said 1. Kamala said 3. Huey Lewis in the News.
Kamala said 3. Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
I always say that. I saw that movie before anybody else saw it, and I was like, it kind of sucks.
Oh, really? Oh, I loved that movie.
That's terrible. And then I watched it a million times after that. This band claimed video games killed something very analog. Who were they?
Yes.
1,
Yes.
the Buggles. 2, the Bangles. 3, Talking Heads. 4, OMD. Kamala says,
is
"Aw,
O?
yeah." Kamala's behind now, but she's going to catch back up, I think.
Yeah, but OMD. The Buggles, the Bangles? Huh.
1, the Buggles. 2, the Bangles. 3, the Talking Heads. Well, Talking Heads. 4, OMD.
I think that needs to be spelled out.
OMD?
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm guessing on this one too because I don't remember thinking that this team did it, but I know the Bangles did it. Oh, the Buggles.
The Buggles.
Howard.
I knew Howard was going to kill this.
This is the one.
Mama J and Kamala said Talking Heads. Video killed the radio star. Which group made us question geography by telling us they were headed to Africa to bless the rains? 1. You okay? Toto. 2. The Police. 3. REO Speedwagon. 4. Fleetwood Mac. What the Kamala says WTF. Who is the Buggles?
Yeah. I think somebody spelled that wrong.
No, it wasn't the Bugaloos. The Bugaloos were good. Buggles. Buggles band. Yeah, English new wave band formed in London. They sang
Really?
Video Killed
I
the Radio
remember the
Star, which was the
song.
very first music video on MTV.
It was. And I just watched that on that they just did that. And I didn't pay attention.
See? Buggles. Muggles.
I want to go to,
Toto.
What's the line for Africa? La, la,
I
la,
bless the
la,
rains
la,
down in
down in
Africa.
Africa.
This artist had a hit where he promised never to give you up, which has since become the most generous lie on the internet. Generous lie. 1, Weird Al Yankovic. 2, Tom Jones. 3, Rick Astley.
Matt,
4,
hi, Matt.
Elton John. Oh, all right, Matt's jumping in. See if he can
Matt's
catch up.
jumping in.
Elton John, Rick Astley, Tom Jones, Weird Al Yankovic. Everybody's going 3. Howard went Weird Al Yankovic. No, did he?
No, he didn't.
No, he might. No, that
he
must have been from the
didn't.
Buggles. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he went.
We'll see here in a minute. I'm surprised if he did. If he knew who the Buggles were.
The Buggles. I know.
Hello.
It's pretty good. Buggles.
The Buggles. How disappointing.
Everybody got it. Rick Astley.
Okay, he got
He
it.
didn't get it. He didn't guess Weird Al Yankovic.
He didn't mess up.
Which song includes the lyric, "She's got it, yeah, baby. She's got it," probably referring to a Killer mixtape?
Oh, yeah.
1, The Go-Go's. 2, Spice Girls. 3, Salt and Peppa. 4, Bananarama. Matt says 4.
I always thought that was a cool song.
That's a good one. Can you sing a Bananarama song? Besides that one, of course.
Yeah. Venus.
Oh, I'm your Venus. I'm your...
I'm your Venus.
Which question asks which song? The question asks which song. I know. It's wrong. But you know what they mean. Which band sings the song. Bananarama. Everybody got it. Everybody
She's
got
it. Baby, she's got it.
Yeah.
I'm your Venus. Oh, we just sang the song. I'm your Venus.
Nice.
There we go.
Let her sing. Which group told us we could dance if we wanted to, as long as our friends didn't mind being left behind?
I know that one.
Everybody's going to get that
I
one.
thought it was always stupid. I didn't even like that.
You don't like it? Really?
I don't like them. I don't like them.
What?
I just thought I
How
don't know.
could that be? I don't even understand that. That doesn't even compute.
Why, is that one of your favorite songs?
They just
or
want
something?
to, they just want to make you happy. That's all. Well, I can't say who it is.
They
1,
did
Wang
not
Chung. 2, Men Without Hats. 3, Level 42. 4, Dex E's Midnight Runners. Dixies. And everybody got it. Men Without Hats.
Look at us.
We're moving. There's going to be 15 questions.
I'm trying to think if I'm confused. I might be
You can dance if you want to. You didn't like that song?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't like that.
Leave your
Because didn't they
friends
have that
behind.
weird hat on and they had overalls on?
Oh, yeah. It was weird, for sure. Which band warned us not to forget about them and then disappeared for years? Tears for Fears is 1. 2, Simple Minds. 3, Erasure. 4, Berlin. Oh man, this is a tight race. This is a tight race. Which band warned us not to forget about them and then disappeared for years?
They did.
In fact, I thought it was, well, I'm not going to say because it'll ruin it. But the other day I was talking about that and I thought it was a different band.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. I thought it was Simply Red. Remember Simply Red?
Yeah.
But I think it's just because it's Simple Minds.
Yeah. I just watched a movie they did that.
Which band had a song that made spinning right round like a record fashionable and slightly nauseating? 1, Eurythmics. 2, Depeche Mode. 3, Dead or Alive. 4, ABC. ABC?
ABC, who is that?
ABC.
I think,
These
gosh.
abbreviations.
I don't like the, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's
guessing.
a band, ABC.
Oh, it is? Okay, well, I'm going to miss this
It's
one.
not. Oh, Howard says he's not taking his last 3 answers. Oh no!
Oh, no!
Boney! What is going on, Boney? Oh.
But we can see him up here. Oh, but they're not showing
Kamala
up
said,
here.
I think you're coming in a bit too late. Maybe he's like back a little bit. You know how sometimes you get like drifts back? Matt says he remembers when ABC reinvented themselves as cartoon characters.
Oh.
Howard said 3 that time, and did he get it? He did get
go.
it. He did get it.
Yes, way to go, Matt and Howard.
Kamala said
Totally
Depeche
didn't know
Mode.
that.
Who asked, do you really want to hurt me? And made us all feel like we needed to apologize. 1, Soft Cell. 2, In Excess. 3, Culture Club. 4, Boy George. Kamala says his internet is lagging, Joel. This is the 3rd time we are telling you that. I like it when she does all caps.
Yeah, but he's working.
I'm working. His internet is lagging.
Well, but we know he can tell us his answers.
Yeah.
And I want to say a quick thing after we get the answer on this one.
Okay. I wish we could pause the quiz. That would be cool.
That would be fun.
But that would be totally unproductive because we'd always be
It would
pausing
be.
it and people would be like, just get on with the quiz. Culture Club. Matt's the only one who got it.
Wait. Nuh-uh. Boy George is Culture Club.
Oh my God, they're
Hello?
both the same thing.
Hello. And listen.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know.
George.
Maybe Boy George had his own
is the
thing.
Culture Club. No.
Okay, which artist
No.
took us back in time with a song about 1999 conveniently written 17 years too early? 1, Prince. 2, Janet Jackson. 3, David Bowie. 4, Celine Dion. Oh my God, wonder what we're going to do about that question with the Culture Club.
I think we need to throw it out. Throw it out.
But how can we? How can we? Oh my God, it's this.
You're just going to take one off of all of us.
Okay.
Throw it out.
Okay,
Hey,
one off
listen.
of everybody.
But listen, I wanted to say, how many people, with all of our trans people talking about trans, how many people realize that Boy George was that? And, it was just like he just was. Right?
Yeah. So what? Yeah. But it wasn't, we didn't care.
We didn't care.
But in the 80s, lots of people dressed up like that.
Yeah. 11. Okay, throw one out. So 10. Oh, so me and Kamala tied, so the money goes forward.
But I don't think Boy George was trans.
Yes, he was.
No, I think he was just a guy that had a fashion sense that was interesting.
Okay, who wants to... He looked like a lady. Everybody
So
thought
Kamala
he was a woman
won,
when he
even
first
if
came
we
out.
take one off for everybody. Kamala won. Joyce came in with a correct answer right at the end, which was cool of her.
But, so you don't count me. That's right.
You don't
Okay.
get to win your own contest. It's weird
That's
enough that
right.
Kamala won the contest. That was
Okay, Kamala. Hi, Joyce.
Joyce is here. Yay!
Yay! Way to go, Kamala.
Kamala won again.
Even throwing one out. Yeah, don't you agree? I think
Yeah.
we just throw it out. I mean,
The
that's
Culture
all
Club
we
one?
can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm going to look up if Boy George was trans. I think he was. Everybody thought he was a woman at first, remember?
I remember one day, though, driving down to Edmonds, Washington in the 80s, and on the radio it said Boy George was dead. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
For about 24 hours, everybody thought he was dead because there was like a false narrative going
Oh,
on.
really?
Boy George is still alive, yes. He's still alive.
He is still
You
alive.
can call him up and you can ask him if you want, Jay.
I will.
Clarify. She
Well,
doesn't know the
anyway,
answers. Why can't Jay win? She doesn't know the answers. It's a very good question. It is a very good question. Why can't Jay win? She doesn't know the answers.
Because
You know
I'm
what?
part of the show, and it'd be like cheating.
It'd be
Even
weird
though
if
I'm
she
not.
won every time. I don't know. God, we're going to have to discuss
no,
that. This
no.
is something we're going to have a town hall about and discuss
Okay.
because you
Can
do
Jay
never see the
win?
answers. I never tell you what
No.
the thing's about.
No.
Same with Kamala. I
There's
never
no
tell anybody.
collusion.
There's no collusion.
Right.
I think, Kamala, you might have just talked yourself out of $15.
I think it should go.
No,
so we're
no,
going
we
to
have
go
to
forward.
no, in the future, maybe we will change it,
In
and
the
then you
future.
could win.
I could, but then
But then you'd be.
But I don't always win. But I do pretty well.
Yeah, okay. I like that idea. All right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Moving along in lunch therapy. The future of modern modem vision.
Oh.
This is the future of modern modem vision.
Hey. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Tell me.
I was just going to say, did you see Jeff putting his puppy on a surfboard?
I
Jeff
did
Loman?
see that.
Yeah.
By
he's
the
getting
way,
there.
I think we should mention Jeff Lohman has a YouTube channel for teachers for using ChatGPT. Let's see, using Chad. Oh, now I gotta find it. I will find it. So here we go. So we're gonna
Today
show.
I want to talk about handwritten work in the classroom. Handwriting is still
Bonnie, could
important.
we,
Students should. Today I want to talk about handwritten work in the classroom.
These shorts, you
Handwriting
can't
is
really
still
pause them,
important.
can you?
Students should still know how
Okay,
to
let's
write
get him on the
things by
screen.
hand. But a problem
So
we
this
all
is the one you're
face
talking
is
about?
that we have a written
Hold on.
assignment and we
No.
might get a student sample
Wait a
like
minute.
this, which is difficult to read, if not illegible. But
Okay.
ChatGPT can help.
Oh,
It can
wow.
take a text like this and turn it. Today I want to talk
Oh.
about handwritten work in the
Yeah.
classroom.
Yeah.
Handwriting is still important. Students should still know how to write things by hand. But a problem we all face is that we have a written assignment and we might get a student sample like this, which is difficult to read, if not illegible. But ChatGPT can help. It can take a text like this and turn it into a transcript like that. It's very simple to do. The process is
Oh,
to
he
have the
wants them
students
to.
write something,
Wow.
and then
Yeah.
they can photograph it. They can send you the photograph by email, and then you take the photograph and you run it through ChatGPT. The important thing here is to specifically say you want a verbatim
Exactly.
transcription of
Yeah.
what the student had written by hand. Otherwise, ChatGPT might add extra things in there, which is not authentic work. If you have any other interest about using ChatGPT in the classroom, check out Teaching with Chad. Today I want to talk
Teaching
about...
with Chad. Okay, so that's the.
And that's his. And but look what he's doing.
That's his
He
new
put
channel.
His dog on that surfboard.
So
Yeah,
subscribe
okay, that's
to.
Good to know.
As you can see, I'm subscribed. Subscribe to
Okay.
Teaching with Chad, ChatGPT for teachers. So he's teaching,
I will do-
because it's kind of
that's
tricky as a
cool.
teacher to use this, and
Yeah.
also all the obviously all the students are using it now,
Right. Right.
which is what do you do? What do you do?
Not to change subject, but I don't like my hair today. I think I look like a goofball. Okay, that's it.
I was wondering, you had a thing on Facebook and you had a picture of yourself and you were like, "That's when my hair was red,"
Yeah, and my husband had hair.
and your husband had hair.
Yeah, it was so romantic, but we don't remember where we were.
Oh.
But we were on a Harley trip.
So now this is a weird development.
Uh-oh.
Kamala says you look like the Beatles. Matt says, thereby feeding the learning model to help the next student fake a paper. Feeding the learning model. Are you using ChatGPT at all, Jay?
Me?
Yeah.
You know what? I have a couple of times back when I was writing, like I would double check a joke.
Yeah.
And double check it with ChatGPT, but that's all. Mm-hmm. I'm not using it at all right now. But you do, don't you?
I do. I use that and a few others, I guess.
Yeah. No, I will after, when I get back from Montana, I'm incorporating, not incrementing. Incorporating a lot of these type of things into my life.
Oh, that's cool.
Including chat.
So what is the deal here? So we've got this new segment where you are going to review products.
Yes.
Mama J's
test drive. I have a good one. Yes. And I'm hoping to become famous with Amazon is my goal.
Okay.
But right now they turn me down every time.
You want to become famous with Amazon, or you want to make...
I want to be at Amazon, and then you make money
influencer
on TikTok and Instagram.
Okay.
By promoting, but so far they don't like my promotions.
Oh, look at this. Here's a promotion. Speaking of, tonight I'm going to be at the 3 Clubs. 8 o'clock. 3 Clubs Hollywood, June 17th. That's today.
Are you excited?
Very excited. I love 3 Clubs. 3 Clubs is a classic venue in Los Angeles. I spent many a night falling down in there in my 20s.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww.
So, yeah, super fun.
Wow, that is an old club.
And then they have a nice little place where they do comedy, and it's like a totally separate room, and they do music and all kinds of cool stuff. 3 Clubs. And I'm doing it with D's Nuts, the old D's Nuts, which is Vargas Mason. He produces all those. So that's going to be super fun.
Well, have fun tonight.
Sure.
Yay.
Now let's see your commercial.
Okay.
Easy this is. I'm going to let's push latte instead. It gives me a little bit more coffee. So I push latte and I push the to-go button. It makes some grinding noises, it's grinding the beans and stuff, but nothing's wrong.
This is so cool. Everybody needs one.
There's a link in the show notes for this device.
This will lower up and
look
down.
At that.
So if you have like you're making your iced coffee, it'll hold a taller glass.
And this is how every cappuccino I had in Europe was made with one of these.
The same brand? The same brand?
Not the same brand, but the
like
same
that.
idea. Push the button and you had a cappuccino. No tamping, no messing with ground. And it's not that expensive. You could pay it off in 6 months, not going to a coffee shop.
Oh, I don't believe that.
I do.
You'd have to drink a lot of lattes, wouldn't you?
Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you how much it is. It's $600.
Yeah.
And you might pay $5 to $7 a latte, and you go 100 times. How much does that add up to?
But you're going to go 100 times?
In a year?
Oh, in a year. Okay, 100 times.
I think I said 6 months, but probably a year.
100 times
Now look at this.
$5, of course, is $500.
Yeah.
But then you have to buy the coffee and the milk.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, don't be discounting this. Because look at this. Now, I want you to look at this coffee. It's so beautiful. Wait a minute. Well, you got to wait a second before I can figure out my...
It makes about a half.
You have to pay for the gas to go to the place, too. So that also factors.
That's right. And, look at this. I can't figure out how to
It's
show
about a
the
half a cup
coffee.
of milk with
Look
the
at
froth.
that.
So if you
that.
want a larger
Just
cup,
like the coffee
you just push the button again, and it works just great. And that'll make you that'll make you a full cup of coffee. So then.
Oh, I missed the
And
whole
guess
thing.
what?
Yeah.
So I bought one, but it didn't have the latte to go on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I packed that sucker back up. I had to clean it and everything, put it back in the box, sent it back to Amazon, and the next day I had this one.
What was wrong with the first one? It didn't have the latte to go?
It didn't have the latte to go, that little cup that pours the milk.
Oh, it just really left it out?
No, there's what brand without it. I would have had to
Man,
steam
I hope
my
I have
own
the
milk, and
right. I hope I have the right one, right link.
I
How can you tell the difference?
I think you do. Because it says latte to go, and it has to have the thing for the cup that pours the milk into there. I don't have to do nothing.
I started doing.
It's even grinding the coffee beans, each cup. Seriously.
You know, I noticed that at Starbucks things seem to be more automated now as well.
I think so. I think it's easier to be a barista because I was a barista.
You were?
I think it's easier now. Yeah.
Is there something you
For about a
were
year.
not? Because it seems like you've been so many different things.
I know. I have been so many things.
Sometimes it feels like
Someday.
you're making it up or something. Like you've been
I'm
so
not.
many things, but then
There's
there
so
you
many-
are. You're like,
yeah.
see, here I am, foaming the foam.
Because I was somebody who, like one summer I spent cleaning the outhouses in Levita's Park. I got $15 a day. It was a great, for an hour and a half's worth of work. I don't care. I'll clean toilets.
Wow, good job.
That's just who I am. I'm with the people.
I think this is one of the quotes for, someday when people look up quotes by Mama J.
Yeah,
I'll clean toilets. That's just who I am.
that's who I am.
I like that.
I'm no better than anybody.
I like that. All right, wildlife therapy. You're going to tell us about donkeys.
Yeah.
But first,
See how our baby finches are doing.
Oh,
This is
day
from last week.
4. I think they're supposed to start getting their little feathers. I've been kind of worried because they are very
have their feathers
like
now.
preemies. So they're in my begonia ball, which is dead because I haven't been able to water it because I didn't want to hurt their nest.
Oh.
So day 4, I think they become full adults in 14 days.
All right, and then the next video is going to be day 11.
yeah, that's yesterday.
Okay, I'm going to try this again. It's hard for me to see in the sun.
Look at them.
Good
Wow.
morning, babies. Look at all of the leaves. Look at all the feathers.
I want to see more of their mouths.
I know. They always look unhappy and grouchy.
There we go.
Look at them.
Wow.
They're like, eh. But you know what they do?
Mhm.
They absolutely hate me. And I want to know how they know when I come out to duck back in the nest.
I'm amazed they're not
Seriously.
flying away, like what happened to
Well,
me.
not yet. Maybe, I think they have 2 more days and then they might fly away. They're day 12 now.
Matt Wright says, pretty sure I saw one of those pinned to a piece of toast in a Barcelona tapas joint. One of these birds?
Tim,
I'm
look how
speechless.
cute. I'm without speech.
Okay, check out this. Now, this is a donkey friend of yours? What's going on here?
Yes, my friend.
Oh, hi.
Keep them fresh.
Oh, what's his name? His name is look at this precious baby. This is a miniature donkey named Donkey. Donkey. Oh my God!
His name is
He was
Donkey.
talking to me over me, so I couldn't talk over him.
I couldn't talk over him. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Donkey.
So
Oh,
he's so
donkeys seem so
cute.
nice. I mean, they seem like,
they are,
look at him.
a lot of people raise them as they just raise them. They love them so much. And so the difference, a donkey is
So weird ass dog.
the donkey is said to come from the African wild ass.
Oh.
Greg will love this. From the African wild ass. It has been used as a work animal for ages. It is a fertile animal multiplying in the usual way.
Wow. Multiplying
What
in
is
the
a-
usual way. What do you mean? Who wrote this? Did
Well, because
ChatGPT
it
write
is
this?
No, but it gets unusual. So what is a burro? A burro is a small, wild, rather than domesticated donkey, and burro is Spanish for donkey. So what is the difference between a mule and a donkey?
Yeah.
A mule is a cross between a male donkey and a female horse. That's not the usual way. Generally, they are sterile since a horse and a donkey have a different number of chromosomes. But less common, a male horse crossed with a female donkey is called a henny.
I never heard that one.
H-I-N-N-Y.
A henny?
And a henny, and then wait till you hear this. And then there's and then there is okay, it's called a henny, a jenny, or a jennet. Hence, a jackass is a male donkey.
Is this
That's
a
where
donkey?
jackass comes from.
Jackass is a male donkey. What?
Yes.
This donkey seems to be fighting a llama or something.
What is he fighting?
Or are they
What is
just
that?
wrestling?
Oh, an alpaca.
An alpaca?
Oh my God, it's an alpaca.
I think they're just playing.
They are. They're buddies.
Yeah. It's kind of in slow motion too.
Anyway, have you? One time I was going to ride the burro in the Grand Canyon. Has anybody done that? I didn't do it.
I've never done it either. I've been to the Grand Canyon once and I just looked at it and was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't go down in there.
Yeah.
Of course, a jackass is a
anyway.
male, says Joyce. Of course.
That's right. Damn it. You jackass.
I think we need
Yeah,
a
but
donkey.
I didn't know that a jackass came from there. know?
Kamala wants a mini donkey. I would like a mini
Oh.
donkey, but they're loud.
You would love them. The neighbors would be mad
They
at you.
squeak. They're so loud.
And some of them, that was actually kind of you want a miniature donkey. That was a real donkey. Get the miniature donkey is like a little dog.
I always
It's like a
wanted
big dog.
the miniature horse.
Oh, I know. Would
know?
you let it in your house? A miniature horse in your house?
Well, I don't know because I don't think they have real control over where they poop. Would they use a litter box?
I don't know. I bet you can train them.
Can you get a miniature horse or a miniature donkey? Is that something you can
Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. My friends used to raise miniature donkeys. Oh, my God. They were so cute. And they really are little. So that donkey I was petting, take that down a half. And you have a miniature donkey.
get? Can the kids ride them?
Yep.
We have 2 little ponies in our neighborhood, and they go for walks and eat grass from parking strips.
Oh, and they want them to because I think a donkey will they'll mow your lawn too, I think.
Well,
Or is
you know,
that a goat?
they have
Maybe that's a goat.
They have goats that you can rent that chew up your lawn.
Really?
Yeah, but I just wondered, do they do a good job? Seems like they're
Oh, they do.
Wouldn't be very uniform.
If you are a farmer, not for your lawn, but if you're a farmer and you got that patch that nobody comes and bales or anything,
Yeah.
the donkeys are great for that, or goats are good for that.
Have you ever been a farmer?
Have I been a farmer? Well, we farmed marijuana for a while back in the day, but other than that, no.
You farmed it like in your basement?
No, we used to farm it out in the country, and
Oh,
then
you were an
yeah,
outlaw.
I was an outlaw.
I think you're basically
big time.
saying that you were a huge outlaw.
I was. Someday I'll have to tell you the whole marijuana, and I don't even like pot.
You should write a book. What's happened to the book you're writing?
Well, you know what? Around here they bring renegades. Oh, to get rid of blackberries.
There's a lot of blackberries
Interesting.
up there. Yeah.
Here's what's happened with my book. I've decided I have to just tell individual stories, like my marijuana story about getting in a car with my first husband. We would get in his Camaro, drive to Lawrence, Kansas, and pick marijuana in the middle of the night, go home and dry it all out and mix it with good pot and sell it.
Isn't that just part of the story, though? I mean, if you told little stories, wouldn't they just be chapters?
I don't know. I mean, what would go? Well, then along with that, then you get bust. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know how to what is that word? Capsulate it.
Now Kamala wants a Camaro.
Oh, Camaro. Oh,
It's a Camaro.
guess what?
You did it
Guess
now.
what? My first husband had a '69 black Camaro with a red Camaro with a black vinyl top.
Man, I always wanted that.
I mean,
I always wanted that Thunder. Was that a Camaro that they had in Smokey and the Bandit? What kind of car was that?
I don't know.
Had that
But I
big
loved
eagle on the
Camaros. And I loved Mustangs.
Mustangs are great. Oh, that was a Trans Am. Smoking in the Bandit
Oh,
car.
yeah. Those are cool.
I think that's the coolest.
Before we get, because I know we've run out of
We've
time
run out of
things,
time.
I just got to tell you about my update on my whitening my teeth. Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool. I love those.
Let's hear
Read it
while
down.
we look at this beautiful
While we look
car.
at this beautiful Trans
Trans
Am, it's
Am.
all shiny.
Yeah, you
So
tell
you
us.
notice that my teeth are not white. Nothing has whitened them. But instead, I had to have a partial put in my mouth, a bridge, like it's like 3 little false teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And they said I had to put floss under, and I couldn't even get the floss. I mean, it was awful. So I bought me a water pick from Amazon, and let me tell you, I will never have to go to the dentist again. That is a secret that they don't want you to know about.
I feel
Because
like
you can't.
I feel like there are things that we used to have that we don't have anymore. And
But now-
I wrote a little
yeah.
thing about it. Whatever happened to
Well, I think-
flashers? You know, there are things in the 80s that we don't really have anymore.
Oh, the
We
flashers.
used to have flashers. We used to have strippers. We used to have streakers. People would streak. Now, the No Kings March seems like a prime opportunity for streakers, but people just don't do it anymore.
No boobs?
They also used to have those inversion boots. Inversion boots. What happened to those? You hang upside down?
Yeah.
I always wanted to have a whole house with those inversion boot tracks. And, people would ring the doorbell and I'd come to the door upside down. Okay, so tell me, so the water pick was kind of like that. We used to have the water pick. We had them in our house.
Well, you know what? Do you remember? But they weren't powerful, were they?
No, they weren't powerful at all. It was just like spraying little amounts of water on your teeth.
So I get this water pick, and it's powerful. So I get it. I got the water in it, and I push the button, and water goes everywhere, all over my face and my chest. And I went, oh, yeah, put it in your mouth, Jay. So I stuck it in my mouth, and it freaking poked a hole in my tongue. It was so powerful.
It did?
So then
It was that strong?
Oh, man, you got to have to, you got to have it face your teeth and go in your gums. I could not believe the crap that came out. That, the dentist digs out, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to go to the dentist anymore, and I won't have to lose any teeth.
You're not going to have to go to the Starbucks anymore.
Nope.
You're not going to have to go to the dentist
Nope.
anymore. You're just going to stay at home and
Yeah, and it is really, I'm telling you, this one costs $70. I'm not kidding. It has 4 different things, and you just go, you just go, oh my God.
This is what I would look like if I was wearing a water pick on my head, like a helmet.
Well, now I'm being serious, because when you get up here, and you're getting to this age, Joel and Kamala.
No, I'm not.
Don't you worry about, do you not worry about your teeth?
I worry. I don't worry, because that's just one of those things.
That's
What
right,
do we say
we're
about
not
worrying?
worrying.
Worrying is
Yeah.
just
Do you floss?
wishing for things you don't want. I floss.
Do
And
you
I brush my teeth.
every day?
And I have an every day.
Oh.
And I have an electric toothbrush.
I have an electric toothbrush, but I'm done flossing. I will never. I'm taking my water pick on my trip this week. I'm going to water pick my way to Montana.
I have the Sonicare. He had the Sonicare version. Generated a lot of froth.
Yeah, I got Sonicare.
Kamala says I brush many times a day and I also floss. Yeah.
And that's why your teeth, maybe my teeth would be whiter if I would do that.
And I work out every day. But it all started off when somebody said to me, hey, Joel, do you work out? And I was like, yeah, I work out. And they were like, really? I said, yeah, I work out like every couple of days. And they were like, really? Like they couldn't believe it. Not like they were impressed. No. Like they couldn't believe that I worked couldn't
out.
believe it.
Oh.
So that made me really question, like, is it really paying off working out every couple of days? It's not. No. The answer is no.
Well, you should tell them about how many times you brush your teeth and floss.
No, I'm just going to work out every day.
You work out every day and brush your teeth and floss every
In
day.
fact, I'm just going to be working out all the time, like just all day, every day, doing some kind of workout. Just one of those annoying
That's
people.
right.
I got one of those little grip things, you know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, whenever you see like a guy who works out too much in a movie, like they want to make you think that this person just works out too much, is just a musclehead. They always have one of those little grip things.
And you know what? Okay, let me tell you about that grip thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to scare people from being in their 70s, so don't do yourself in before you hit 70.
Yeah.
But you also you can't grip anything anymore, and so they want us to grip stuff,
Yeah.
right?
My brother, who's a physical therapist, works with older people. He says one of the most important things is grip strength. That's why I got one of those things.
And you're just now telling me this?
Yeah. Well, you can get one too.
Well, I know, but why are you just informing me of this when I just read it?
You're going to grow biceps on your fingers. Yeah. I mean, impressing
Yes.
people. You know what's funny? When I worked in Alaska sliming fish
Yeah.
one summer, we all thought, because we picked up fish all the time, that we were developing a muscle right here. And we all squeezed our thing, and you could see a bulge right there. And we all showed each other, oh, my God, I'm getting a huge muscle right here.
Muscle.
And then when we got home, we found out everybody has that muscle.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Look at my hand. Do you remember when I broke my wrist and all that?
Yeah.
Look how that finger never straightened.
Oh, my God, it never straightened. That was horrific.
No.
Remember when you
I
slipped
need to.
and you
Oh.
shattered your hand? That was
You
some
know,
drama.
That was drama. And you know, it's funny because you have memories. And so my last memory about that was May 31st. I had my last surgery and I fell in August the year. I mean, that thing went on forever.
That went on forever. Time to dance. You know, dance is a good way to work out.
Are you doing the Beach Boys?
No,
Good
I was going to
vibrations?
do the
Okay.
Beach Boys. But how did you know that?
Well, I just figured you would.
Because Brian Wilson died?
Yeah.
Now I think I'm going to have to do that. But I had a really
It's
good
okay.
one.
Do what you're doing. It's all right.
No,
If you didn't feel compelled.
no. I think that...
I was very sad about Brian Wilson.
Were you a big Beach Boys fan?
I wasn't a big Beach Boys fan, but I was of him because of all of his troubles and how he persevered. And
Yeah.
He
Wasn't
had
there
some shit
something
going
about
on.
him and Charles Manson?
no, that's his brother,
Oh.
Dennis. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, apparently he was something else. Also, I think Matt Wright said that punk bands used to like surfer bands. And I think Matt had a surfer band as well. And I always thought that was a weird combination. Something that Kamala said to me was that one of the
Matt
things...
Wright had a surfer band.
Yeah, they had a surfer band. They had like an alter ego band.
Oh.
They had Gashoffer, and then they had
really?
this other one.
Wow.
Maybe Matt can tell us about that.
Did Matt surf? Yeah. Tell us, Matt.
Definitely.
Did he surf?
Definitely didn't surf. I mean, I don't think he did.
Okay. Did you surf, Joel?
I have surfed. I had a friend, Daniel Eppart, good friend of mine in my 20s. Haven't seen him in a long time. We used to surf. He was a professional surfer. He had his own. He was sponsored by a surfboard company. Had his own surfboards, and he used to go surf all the time. So he took me, but he had these little tiny boards, right? You know, they're for people who are good at it. And so he would give me one, and then we'd go surf out where there's just rocks, not even beach, just big old rocks, because he's really good and doesn't fall off and smash into rocks. So me, I broke his surfboard because I was just being pounded against the rocks. And then another friend of ours had a longboard, and you know, like they do, like in old school. And he gave me that to use, and I was able to surf. And then he died. And I never saw that surfboard again, and I never saw him again.
Oh,
That's another story, how he died.
wow.
I think.
That's a no. We got to hear that. I want to see you surfing.
Well,
Everybody's surfing now.
and I surfed maybe in Costa Rica. I took some lessons, but other than
You
that,
did in that dark water. Were you on the blue side or the dark side of Costa Rica?
I don't know. It's a good.
Well, if you were on the dark side, the sand was black and the water was dark.
Oh no, we were on the blue side, I think.
I was on the dark side.
Let's see what Matt says. He can barely swim. The surf music we liked was more in the ventures category.
Oh.
Beach Boys get credit for being pop. and production geniuses. I like that.
Yes. Yes. And Brian Wilson didn't surf either.
He didn't? Because he
Nope.
was too busy making
Nope.
music, probably, huh?
I think so.
Interesting.
Wow. Well, that's interesting about your surf. I'm glad we have your surfing story. Everybody's surfing now. Everybody's
Okay,
surfing now.
so I got to find this. What are they called?
What are you looking for? Oh, Good Vibrations. You can do what you were doing. Don't stress out. It's okay.
No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We don't mess around here on Lunch Therapy.
I know we don't. You know what? We are so professional. Do people know? Hey, tell me this. How come your friend had a sponsor and we can't get a sponsor?
Who
Come
is
on.
my
We
friend?
gotta get a sponsor.
Who is my friend who had a
You said
sponsor?
your surfboard guy. You said he had a sponsor for his surfboard.
Oh, he was a good surfer.
Well, we're good at this. We need a sponsor.
You're right. We're gonna play surf and safari
Maybe
next
if
time.
I fix my hair different, they wouldn't. Yeah.
Maybe
I'll fix my hair different.
No, we're gonna
next time.
get some sponsors. We got sponsors. We got Slob 90X. We've got Crepe
yeah.
Arrays. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to
Yeah.
end the show because it's already too late. And I'm not going to look for Beach Boys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a cover song from an 80s band.
Okay.
And it's by Joe Edelman. And I think you'll enjoy it. Since we had the 80s
And he's
music.
a friend of yours, isn't he? Joe Edelman?
No, Jason Edelman
Oh, okay.
is a big supporter of the show.
Okay.
Friend of the show. But Joe Edelman,
Thank
I don't know.
you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
The blue side. Yeah, we were on the blue side. The Ventures have roots in Tacoma. This is Blue Monday by New Order. This would have been a question on the thing that no one would have gotten. Have you ever heard of this band?
Nope.
But you've heard of the song. Have you heard the song?
I don't think I heard of the song.
What? Yeah, you have. Just give it a little time. No? Still no? It's kind of a long intro.
I was just going to say, is this it?
Here we go. You haven't heard this song before?
I have not. That's incredible. I have not heard this song.
This Joe Edelman is something else. Wait till he starts singing.
But he's not from the 80s, right?
No, he's from the Nows.
The Nows, okay. He looked like Brian Wilson.
There's the Brian Wilson connection. There's a New Order up there on the left.
I like the song.
It takes a while before they sing.
Do they sing?
That's the way it used to be. They didn't care how long it took to get to the song. They didn't care. Now you got to cut.
Does it feel to treat me like you do?
Looked like a picture of Crawford. It did.
Hands upon me and told me who you are. I thought I was mistaken. I thought I heard your words. Tell me, how do I feel? Tell me now, how do I feel?
How do you feel?
Those who came before me lived through their vocations from the past until completion. They'll turn away now,
I'm working out now.
and still I find it so hard to say what.
All right, go to Joe Edelman's YouTube channel. He's got all kinds of great stuff on there. He's very talented.
Cool.
Thank you so
Like
much,
him a lot.
everybody, for being here.
Have a good show tonight,
Happy.
Joel.
Thank you very much. Happy lattes. The anthem for
Latte.
every sad new wave kid with a high school.
Oh.
And
Good
this has
choice,
been Lunch
Lisa.
Therapy.